Welcome back, guys, to S4HANA sessions, and we cover here scheduling OB52 period opening and closing in this particular session. So, why do we require to schedule an FI period opening? Okay, so this activity basically can be scheduled automatically as a background job at a specified date and time. So the advantages of scheduling the opening of FI period has various advantages. No need to manually be available on that time if the activity needs to be done at midnight. The program will automatically execute based on the specified date and time. So that is the benefit of having a automation of opening the period. So how do we schedule the FI period? So transaction code is OB52B. Here we create a variant. So that is a one-time activity. So update the following. We basically update the posting period variant, which is equivalent to your company code. Then the account type. So what are the account types? Click on the right this particular arrow to update all the account types. So we click on that and update all of the account types. So plus is basically all of the account types. Within that is A is for asset, D is for debtors, K is for creditors, S is for GL, and M is for materials. So that is the account type we update. So we click on execute, and these are the entries which are getting updated, and then update the period which we want to open. So we want to open the fifth period, that is the period August. So we want to open the August period. So that is 5th 2021 2021. We are in April March, so that's the reason we are saying period 5. We follow an April to March calendar, and that's the reason we are saying 5th and 2021. Scroll down and make the test run uncheck. So uncheck it. We want to run in the production run. Click on save to save the variant settings. So we click on the save to save the variant settings. So here you need to give the variant name and the description. What is the variant name? And so make your meaningful name for the variant. Update the following. So give us a name as 6600, basically the company code for which you are doing it. So update here 6600 opening period opening as the description as well. So click on save. The variant gets saved. Now you need to select the variant when you want to execute it. So click on this particular icon where you can select the variant. So when you click on that, you will get a pop-up here. 6600 or the variant which we created, the description, the variant name, and the short description is available for selection. Double click on this to select it. So this particular variant is saved. The values which are updated get saved here. So each time you want to schedule the background job, you have to go and change this particular uh, the period. So in this case, now we have kept it as 5. Next time if you want to for another period, keep on going it and change as 6. So here is the variant which is updated. We want to schedule it in background. So what do? We click on program, execute in background. Execute in background, and the, we get a pop-up. So update the available printer. So whichever printer is available can be LP01 or LOCL. So we just update the printer and click on the checkbox here. So click on that, or you can press enter key on the on your laptop. So once you press enter, you get this formatting set to x_65_80. Just press OK again, and you get this particular pop-up, which is nothing but how do you want to schedule it, whether you want to do it as immediate, whether you want to do this on a particular date, time, after job, after event, whatever. So click on the date time, and once you click on the date time, you get the another screens open up, schedule, start date and time which you want to schedule it. So update the date and time you want to schedule it. So here since we are opening the period of 1st August, what we'll do is we'll update the period as, we will update the period as 1st of August, that is the start date. There we want to start it, and the time could be whatever time zone. Let's say we want to open the period at 5:30 in the morning, so we have updated 5:30 a.m. Okay, so you find here this is a new thing, use alternative time zone. So you could use an alternative time zone to run the program in case your server is located in India. Let's say our server is located in India and the company you are scheduling is in US. Then you can select the alternative time zone to schedule it based on the server time. So based on the server time plus the time zone which you want to say schedule it, you can select that and it will be automatically scheduled at that particular time zone, not at your server time. Okay. So whenever in, let's say if it goes, US is almost, if you say it is almost 18 to 15 hours behind us, so you can take that particular time zone and then schedule it accordingly. So that time when it reaches, the period will get open. Okay, so that is the beauty of this particular time zone selection. So click on check and then click on save. So we get a message, background job was scheduled for program RFOB5200. You can monitor the background job in SM37. So all the background jobs are monitored in SM37. So click on schedule and change the date. So you can say 1st of August we had scheduled this job, and then click on the execute button here. So you will see the execute button, click on that and you will see that the job which we had scheduled is released now. So it is right now in the release status. It will be automatically executed on the given date and time. Okay, so it will automatically execute. So you can schedule this every month to run. Okay, you can also schedule it every month to run it based on the dates you select, and you can do it. So that brings us an end to this particular session. I hope you enjoyed listening to this particular session. Thank you and bye bye.